I was born and raised in a small hamlet by the river, a place where poverty clung steadfastly to every thatched roof, mud-walled home. My parents were simple farmers who spent their entire lives with their faces to the soil and backs to the sky. Our family's greatest asset wasn't the barren rice paddy or the dilapidated house, but my father's dream, to see his only son get a proper education, to escape a life of hardship. My father's dream planted a seed in my heart, but the path to growing it into a great tree was fraught with thorns. The day I received my acceptance letter to the pedagogical university in the city, our family was filled with both joy and worry. Joy, because I finally had a chance to change my destiny. Worry, because the tuition and living expenses felt like a colossal mountain pressing down on my parents' slender shoulders. That night, I saw my mother mending an old shirt with worn-out shoulders, her calloused hands moving the needle with practiced speed. My father sat beside her, silently taking long drags from his bamboo pipe. The quiet space was filled only with heavy sighs. I knew they were trying to figure out a way. The next morning, our water buffalo, the cornerstone of our livelihood, was gone from its stall. Father had sold it. Looking into his sunken eyes, I made a promise to myself that I could not fail. This sacrifice had to be repaid. My life as a university student was a relentless cycle. While my friends had time for fun and clubs, I threw myself into part-time jobs, from serving bowls of po and working as a laborer at construction sites to translating documents late into the night. My hands, once only familiar with a pen, were now calloused and blistered. There were nights I was so exhausted I would fall asleep at my desk, next to towering stacks of books and a half-eaten bowl of instant noodles. The pressure of my studies, the financial worries, and the longing for home often brought me to the brink of collapse. I remember most vividly the winter of my second year. My mother fell gravely ill. I took an overnight bus back to my hometown with only a few loose coins in my pocket. Seeing her curled up on the rickety bamboo bed, her skin pale, I felt helpless and useless. The money for her medicine, the upcoming tuition fee, it was all a tangled mess with no way out. That night, sitting on the porch, watching the faint, flickering light of the oil lamp illuminate my father's weary face, I cried. Those were not tears of weakness, but tears of determination. I had to succeed, and succeed quickly, so I could shoulder the burden for my family. I returned to the city and threw myself into studying and working like a moth to a flame. I cut out every unnecessary expense. A single loaf of bread could be 2 meals. I took any legitimate job I could find. In the library, people always saw a skinny student with dark circles under his eyes, but he was always the first to arrive and the last to leave. The knowledge I accumulated came not only from books, but from the harsh lessons of life itself. The day I graduated with high honors, my parents came up from the countryside to celebrate. My mother held my diploma, her hands trembling as tears streamed down her wrinkled cheeks. My father said nothing, only quietly turned away, his thin shoulders shaking slightly. In that moment, I knew that every sacrifice, every drop of sweat, and every tear from my family and me had been worth it. Today, I am a teacher, standing on the dais of the very high school I once attended in my hometown. I chose not to stay in the city with its better opportunities because I wanted to bring the light of knowledge to poor children like me. Every time I look into their clear eyes, hungry for knowledge, I am reminded of my own image years ago, beside that oil lamp. Success to me is not a big house or a fortune. Success is seeing my parents able to enjoy their old age, free from hardship and worry. Success is being able to inspire and pass the torch to new generations of students, helping them to have a brighter future. The path I have walked is covered in scars, but each scar is a testament to my resilience. And I know that while the oil lamp in that little thatched house may have gone out, the flame of will, of perseverance, and of family love will forever illuminate the path I walk.